What the?
Now everything is super different. What's going on here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Seven's fucked.
The 7 is drooping.
Narrator, you okay?
He doesn't remember. All of his memories were wiped with the restart.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should I?
There are other deviations on the left pathway. It's just like there are so many things, and with this new Ultra Deluxe edition, there's stuff that I don't know.
I mean, I guess. I just feel
Yet
bad
there
for
was
the
not
guy.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay, so
You
I
remember.
think we missed it last time. There is dialogue where if you stay in the broom closet long enough, the narrator gets so mad that he just goes, Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
A little random.
It's funny. It's really funny. Yeah, we might as well just leave, though.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So what's downstairs?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking
When did this become
mysteriously
PT?
out of existence in a single moment
PT.
for no reason at all? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt.
How did that
to have
car
finally
even
found
get
an
into this
answer,
parking
an
garage?
explanation. His
Very
co-workers
good
were
question.
actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go
He's gonna
back
walk
to
in a
my
straight line,
boring
like not even
real-life
move your
job
mouse.
pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me,
You're hurting my head,
thinking
man.
about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
I
The
can
fresh
see the
air of the
game on the
world
sides of the
outside this
screen. Do you
one.
see that?
Let me wake up,
No, I can't.
he thought to himself.
Never mind.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my
Stanley
job.
has a wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always
If only
been.
we could have seen the ring finger.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Damn, it didn't work.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Hey. Who turned out the lights?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Youch.
So yeah, it's fucking a man dies right in front of you. You're like, I gotta get to work. I can't do
The
this.
meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
That's a little new. Any input?
Give me the inputs, please. I would like to input my dick. What?
You would. Okay, so...
When Stanley came to a set of
happened.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's
yeah, like-
try and get through.
Alright.
Nope.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Talk less.
Feeling a
Don't get
wave
fired.
of disbelief, Stanley
Damn.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let me in.
Damn it. He got sick of it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Welcome to Husband Hotel.
What are you talking about, Hasbin Hotel? It's just red. Does everything... Do red walls just remind you of Hasbin Hotel now?
Well, hell's red, so what the hell? Huh?
Oh. Shit. Oh, no. You didn't look at the painting. Business strategy.
Oh, that shooting a panda.
What'd you think it was?
I thought it was just pointing a gun on a baby's head. I don't get it. The narrator hasn't said a single thing of me going through this. What's going on?
Mysteries about. Just wait.
This is the... Okay, let's try downward.
You're just gonna end up on the floor that you were.
That was the floor I was in.
I know, but you're going down, which means you're gonna go back down.
Seen this?
Yes. So
This
if you go.
elevator's a bait.
So
Well-
what? You want to keep trying to eat the bait? Burp. I have an idea.
Elevator's
When you
fake.
walk into the office, the doors close behind you. Can you try and get in there, activate the doors closing, but move immediately backwards so that the doors close in front of you? Do you know what I mean? Oh, there was an input
Stepping
computer.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Next time,
What could
prioritize
it
that.
mean? Stanley
Sorry.
wondered aloud.
Try
Nobody.
the code.
He
Just put the
began
code in.
wildly
28445.
tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to
Paintings.
his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret
2845.
that lay buried below his feet. And
If I
so
get
the
it
boss
wrong,
had
though.
assigned it an extra secret pin
It
number.
just beeps at you.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
There's
input
something
the
that
correct
will
code
happen if
by
you push
sheer
buttons
luck.
while he's still talking.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, let's see. Where do we go?
We go down.
Okay. Let's hope it's not the Great Depression. And we go along.
Stanley
How do you
walked
like
straight
the
ahead
game
through
so
the
far?
large door that
It's
read
weird.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
What's gonna kill me?
Who knows?
Huh?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Yeah, that's what. No.
No.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Huh?
There's a second narrator. Maybe it's his wife. I don't know.
The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nope. Hold on.
That's depressing. Huh. Okay, what am I doing in this room?
All right. So as you can see, this is concept art.
How doing a concept art room? Oh, just
You
deviate
found it.
from the very end.
Well, I mean, look, you found it. This is where everything is. These are all the assets that the designers have made.
Huh. Eight?
Warzone.
Oh.
Like shooters, which is not our intention.
Sounds like they listen to a bunch of wieners.
A bunch of wieners.
What?
Am I Stanley? Well, the game featured capybaras.
Don't know what it's on about with that.
You don't know what a capybara is?
Nope.
A capybara is a large type of, is it a marsupial?
A countdown disc? I haven't seen that.
It's a rodent. It's a very large kind of rodent. Think like a hamster, but like the size of a dog.
I have no idea what this is.
It's Zending. And merged with another part of the game.
Okay, well, I think it's best I get out of here before...
Before everything breaks.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh,
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
so like, what? Quit game or begin game again?
And that's what she said. Begin game and then quit
As
game.
long as
Or
you
no,
move
pause
forward,
and
you'll
quit.
be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...